And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe.
The shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
That's outside.
That's out.
And we're underway here in the home opener. Bush gets it to first. And a quick out, number one. Here's Cody Bellinger.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 35, Cody Bellinger.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away. Juan Soto up now. He's playing for the Yankees, but early in his career he was hitting homers against New York. And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a miss.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Just misses with that one.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those.
Oh, that's a strikeout. Back now in the Bronx. Today's starting pitcher, Gerrit Cole. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve. And because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
Back in the Bronx. And now, Michael Busch.
The third baseman, Michael Busch.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
That one fouled off. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-2 to count. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back. And it is out of here. He'll touch them all. It's 1-0. Seiya Suzuki now at the plate. Line drive. Bellinger makes the grab. And there's one away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
The 1-0. And there's a foul ball.
You know, Boog, it's nice to see Gerrit Cole on the mound today. He finally won the Cy Young Award in 2023. And for a while there, he seemed like the best pitcher in baseball without the award.
1 out, bases empty. That one fouled off. 2-2.
And Cole's Cy Young Award season wasn't a huge surprise either. He led the American League in innings pitched and ERA. Good things usually happen when you put those two things together, and it certainly worked out for him.
The wind to kick the pitch. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the second game of the series. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. He saw a lot of pitches in that at bat and found a way to win the battle.
Well, he really had to battle for that one. Man, that was so fun to watch. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
LeMahieu makes the grab. 2 down. And here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball.
Ball 2.
Tucker leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's in there. Now 2 balls and a strike.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Next offering is in for a strike.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Brings it in, and that'll do it. Cubs draw first blood on this solo homer. Back in New York, top of the second. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Just a little too quick on that. Front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Toss to Turner, and quickly one away in the second. And now it's Brandon Lowe.
Brandon Lowe.
And that misses. 1-0.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
And it's even up.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next offering upstairs. Armstrong hauls it in, and there's 2 away. And here's Paul Goldschmidt. Swings through that one.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Suzuki running hard for it. Corrals it. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in New York, bottom of the inning. And stepping in is the speedy Pete Crow Armstrong. Cole back to work. Cut on and lifted in the air. Soto under this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 down. Now it's Justin Turner.
Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. You know, only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts.
He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty. And he grounds one back up the middle. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say,
oh, and a great stop. There's one. And that's all they'll get. And here comes Dansby Swanson. This one in the air, center field. Bellinger has this one sized up. And he makes the catch. That is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swing and a miss. Shota measures 5 feet 10 inches, 31 years old, and he was born in Japan. And a big swing and a miss.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of him.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. Just missed. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swanson sends it across to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells.
Austin Wells.
There's the swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that
0-1's
front
the count.
side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Toss to Turner, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. As we go to the last of the third, here's the third baseman, Michael Busch. Strike one.
0-1.
And that
That's a ball.
skips in the dirt. Swing and a ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So digging in, Seiya Suzuki. He's 0 for 1. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Check
Ball
swing. He held up, and it's 2-2.
2 strikes.
Popped up. Loud sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out. 1 away. Here's Kyle Tucker. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Bellinger sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. Ian Happ up to hit. 0 for 1 so far. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0. Base knock center field. And now 2 aboard. Fires to second too late. Into second with a double, and that was hard hit. Freddie Fermin, the next Cub to hit. In the air out towards right center. And it's into the gap. 1 runs in. The second run scores. And they lead by 3. A 2-run double.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Ball 1.
Just missed. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And now 2-2.
Kelly just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And a foul ball. In the air right side. He's got it. And the inning is over. Start of the 4th. Digging in. Anthony Volpe. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first. In time to get him. 1 away on the strikeout. And here comes Bellinger.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
And that one pulled foul. More numbers retired and more world championships than any other franchise. The impact the Yankees have had on baseball really second to none. And you come here to this yard, and it's all on display. Whips it to first, and Bellinger is out. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Juan Soto. Swings through that one for strike 1.
They've done well to win. They've done well to produce great players, great leaders. This is a city that expects nothing less than the very best in terms of they expect to see champions, and that's what they've gotten for the most part.
Swing and a miss, and he's down. Back at Yankee Stadium, ready to go, bottom 4. And the batter now, Michael Massey. Just missed. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game, and before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, "Hey kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
Swanson swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He sends it out of here, and they add a run. It's 4-0. Swing and a ball popped in the air. LeMahieu nabs it, and there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. That's off the mark. Ball 1.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
That one found hard the other way. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
And he grounds one to the right side. Lau sends it to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Cubs get 1 on the solo shot. It's now. And we're back. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Shota back to work. Swinging a foul straight back. Bush whips it to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. And next for New York, Brandon Lau. And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 is the count.
Next offering upstairs. Swing and a miss. Shota Imanaga with the strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. Bush. Over to first. And they get Goldschmidt for the out. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. And here's the DH for the Cubs, Kyle Tucker. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. So now here's Kyle Tucker. Tucker, former 5th overall pick in the 2015 draft by the Astros. This guy's turned into a whale of a player. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Happ, the next to hit, takes ball 1. No outs. Runner on second.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. This is inside, and that is ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Battling here as he fouls it away. Tucker, the runner at second with 1 away. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the second out of the inning. Now here is Pete Crow Armstrong. That's inside. 1-0. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering upstairs. This one in the air. LeMahieu drifts towards it, and that's the inning. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Leading off, Jazz Chisholm Jr. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, the guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter. You got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Gets down, base hit, and a good start to the inning.
And just like that, the perfect game bid is no more. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Bo Armstrong pulls it in on the run.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Next offering is in for a strike. Man at first, 1 away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That one just misses. Cut out and miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Back to the top of the lineup, Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. And takes low for ball 1. And that one fouled off. Right through there, got it. Make it 7. Back for more from the Bronx. Well, we go bottom 6. And the batter will be Justin Turner. They say you win. Turner, a guy with great bat-to-ball skill. That one missed. And that's in for a strike. And it's 1-2.
2 strike.
He goes down looking. And up next for Chicago, Michael Massey. Fought off foul. Massey in his 3rd season, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that ball is out of here. A solo shot. It's 5 zip. And now it's Dansby Swanson. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Puts it away for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Well struck right field. And that one is off the wall. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Wastes no time there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Suzuki stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And another ball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2-1.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Volpe. And that ends the inning. Top of inning number 7. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. There's the strike.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
And that's a little bit high. And now it's even 1-1. Massey tosses to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. And now it's Juan Soto. 0 for 2 in this one. Throws to first. And 2 away to start the 7th. 2 outs, base is empty. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. That's in there.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
2 down, nobody on. Here the top half of inning number 7. Next pitch is outside. Goes down looking. Back in the Bronx. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Righty reliever out of the pen, Ian Hamilton.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Ball, 1 strike.
Ripped towards third. LeMahieu gets it to first. 1 up, 1 down. Ian Happ will hit next. 1 for 3. That's inside.
Ball 1.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 2. And that one clips the corner.
2 balls, 1 strike. 2.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom of the 7th. That one misses. Full count, 3-2. Popped in the air, left side. LeMahieu settles under it. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. That one in the dirt, and that's ball 1. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And it hits the fence. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. So runner at second, 2 down. Stepping in, Pete Crow Armstrong. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard, coming home. But now he hits the brakes and hustles back to third.
All over that one right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Cut on and lifted in the air. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. ready to begin the 8th. And now Brandon Lowe. Shota back to work. And that is out of play. Strike 2.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
Massey handles, throws to first. Lowe out on the play. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. Swings through that one. 0-1.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm. Set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
So Goldie strikes out here. Jazz Chisholm Jr. the next to hit. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Turner steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Michael Massey. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 6-0. Swanson digs in. Swing and a miss. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. It's a bomb. A 2-run shot. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 8-0. Suzuki at the plate now. That's ball 1. And a foul ball. Rip to third. Over to Goldie. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. And next for the Cubs, Kyle. And first offering is fouled off. And it's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Right side. Chisholm makes the catch. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Ian Happ. Ball 1, no strikes. That one ripped. And out of here. That one felt good. It's 9-0. Freddie Fermin getting ready to hit. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1's the count.
On the ground to third, LeMahieu. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Makes the grab, one away. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And a swing and a miss there. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-sized ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Toss to Turner, and they're down to their last out. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Anthony Volpe. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And he swings through that one.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun. And I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze. And it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But, yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, they'd have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. 3, got it, and that's the ball game.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know he's going to stew a little bit over that one hit that he gave up, because when you look at the